Welcome to the International Religious Freedom Summit. Please welcome to the stage co-chairs of the IRF Summit, Katrina Lantos Swett and Ambassador Sam Brownback.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the International Religious Freedom Summit, fourth cumulative, because we're building on this movement going forward. And welcome to the most important human rights movement on the planet. That's what this movement is. This movement has a very real potential to expand the countries where all human rights, identified in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, can be experienced by their citizens. Religious freedom is this cornerstone human right that sets the foundation upon which the other human rights can flourish. And boy, do we need some flourishing. The great global human rights project has suffered decline the last 20 years at the hand of expanding authoritarian regimes and sophisticated technology. We must fight back in a more effective way than we have to date. If religious freedom is adequately protected, freedom writ large can find space to take root and to grow for the good of everyone. This movement can also reduce the number of genocides in the world. Genocides, 9 times out of 10, happen to a religious minority. If you protect the religious minorities, you can stop genocide in its tracks. Religious freedom is the beautiful human right of the soul, the essential dignity of who each of us are as humans, with an eternal destiny that we get to choose for ourselves. No one else has the right to make that decision for you, and certainly no government or angry mob has the right to take it from you. This movement is growing exponentially, and that's the word for this summit. Exponential. Exponential growth of this movement going global, expanding to every corner of the earth. We're a grassroots movement of billions of people, individual actors motivated to move for the right to practice their beliefs and for others to be able to practice their own faith in peace and security. And we are on the move. Now, I have a warning to governments unwilling to protect this fundamental right of your people. Prepare to be challenged. Your people want freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. They will obtain it one way or the other. The creaky great gates of religious freedom, so long shut in many places, are slowly opening. The refreshing breeze of freedom is starting to move. The people are stirring. This tide will not be contained. Those who try to restrain the soul from its rendezvous with the Almighty will be washed away. Take heed. You in this room are the rudders of this movement, guiding a mighty ship with a small turn. Be careful what you do. Rejoice in such a significant calling on your life, and press forward with a full sail and a mighty wind behind your back. God bless you on this voyage, and have a great summit. Have a wonderful time building these relationships, building future plans, working together to move this mighty movement forward. Welcome.
Good morning. It's an incredible thrill for me to join with my marvelous co-chair, Ambassador Brownback, to welcome you for the fourth IRF Summit. I am reminded of the iconic movie Field of Dreams, where a man, an ordinary man in the middle of Iowa, hears a voice calling him to do something quite implausible, to build a magnificent baseball diamond smack dab in the middle of Iowa cornfields. The voice tells him, if you build it, they will come. And so he does. One evening, after this improbable field is built, a baseball great from the distant past, Shoeless Joe Jackson, emerges from the surrounding cornfields. And looking around with awe and amazement at this glorious baseball diamond, he asks the main character, Ray Kinsella, "Is this heaven?" To which Ray responds, "Nope, it's Iowa." Well, at the start of this 4th International Religious Freedom Summit, I want to pay tribute to my amazing co-chair, Ambassador Sam Brownback, who is from Kansas, not Iowa. But like the main character in this wonderful movie, Field of Dreams, he had a vision. He heard a voice saying that it was time, that it was urgently time to build a grassroots global movement for international religious freedom. And he believed that if he built it, they would come. And you did. You came. So give yourselves a round of applause. We are so grateful you're here. But I also feel a little bit like that other character I just described, Shoeless Joe Jackson, when he asked, "Is this heaven?" Because while, of course, this isn't heaven, as I look around, as I've experienced these amazing IRF summits, I see a lot of the things that I hope and expect one day to find in heaven. People from vastly different experiences, countries, faith communities, and lives coming together with deep mutual respect, with sincere affection, with a desire to comfort and support one another, to succor each other in our times of difficulty. So many of the things that I look and hope to for a better world, if not heaven itself, I see here in the hearts and in the spirits and in the actions of those of you who make this summit possible. And so while I know the summit isn't heaven, it is perhaps a glimpse of what it might be like. I want to thank you, Sam, for your vision, for building it, for listening to that voice that told you that this need was urgent, that the time was now. You heard in Ambassador Brownback's remarks just how dire the situation is, but how it calls us to action. And I want to thank all of you for being in that boat, for helping to steer it, to power it, to fill its sails with your own determination to change the world for the better. And like Ambassador Brownback, I want to welcome you and encourage you to have a fabulous summit. Thank you so much.